My name is Tim Walsh, and I was asked by Pat Bender, who's a longtime friend and business acquaintance, to share a few thoughts on how her consulting services have helped me as a sales leader over time. I met Pat over 25 years ago at IBM, where I led high-performing sales teams for about 10 years. And when I left IBM, I ran worldwide sales at a couple different software companies for the next 10 years. And since then, I've always been around sales. I've done a lot of consulting for small and medium-sized companies. As a sales leader, I've got really good instincts with people, as most sales leaders do. That's a dangerous thing, because when I have traditionally gone out to hire, I would put the word out, maybe post an ad, get some resumes, look at them, call a few people, have a brief interview, and then rely on my gut instincts regarding who to hire. The result of that process over time was about 50-50. I would sometimes be lucky and hire the right person, and other times I wouldn't be. So after doing that for a number of years, one time I was talking to Pat and sort of describing my frustration over that process, and then a light bulb went off for me, because Pat said, "Hey Tim, I can help you with that. The way to start would be, I want to assess you." So she had me do this assessment. It took about 10 minutes online. It produced a report that was absolutely uncanny in terms of its accuracy regarding my motivations, my selling skills, and basically the behavior patterns, how I went about doing what I did as a salesperson and a sales leader. With Pat's expertise wrapped around that report, it really was a big eye-opener to me. From that point on, every time I went about hiring someone, I would pick up the phone and call Pat. And using Pat, I go through a very structured process that's efficient, it's quick, and it's accurate. And a big part of it are these assessments that Pat runs, which in the case of sales, they have an unbelievably high propensity for identifying who of the candidates that I might be looking at have the best chance of actually being a top performer, which is really what building a high-performing sales team is all about. Pat's process is quick and it's efficient, and as a sales leader, can save you an enormous amount of time and money and dramatically increase the odds of you hiring the right people. Once the people are on board, that very same assessment is an awesome management tool that you can use on an ongoing basis to make sure that you understand what motivates your people, how they go about things, where their strengths and weaknesses might be, so that as a manager you can help focus on those areas where they might need improvement, and you can work with them over time to the mutual benefit of you and the folks on your sales team. My advice to you would be, if you have a need in the area of hiring good salespeople or further developing the people that are already on your team, it would be in your best interest to spend a little bit of time talking to Pat Bender. Thank you.